Hello and welcome to Smite. This game is developed by Hi-Res Studios. You may know them from two other games they actually develop, which is Tribes Ascend and Global Agenda. Now, Smite itself, where to start on it? I wonder. Smite is another MOBA, so if you've played games like HON or League of Legends, Dota 2, it's more or less similar to that with a slight twist on it, which I will get into when I get into the gameplay. But at the moment I'm just going to get into the basics of this screen, what I'm on at the moment. At the moment I'm just on the place section. So as you can see, there's different types here. I'll try and go through bit by bit. So where to start, shall we? Well, Smite itself is in open beta at the moment, so anybody can jump in and play. You just have to register on their website and, you know, download the game, and you can just jump straight in and play. So it's going to be a free-to-play game, so you don't have to pay. There will be certain stuff you have to use money for to unlock. Thankfully enough, it isn't just gods. I'll actually start with them now. The game is centered around gods from different cultures and different religions, and basically you play as these gods and you have certain special abilities, and in like other MOBA games the whole idea is to beat the opposing team. Now, there's different types of gods, as I said, different cultures. Each god is specifically different from others, so some are more defensive, some are magical, some are tanks. So each god is a slightly different one. It even tells you at the bottom. So if you look at, let's have a look. Let's look at Cupid. Cupid is physical ranged. Sung Wukong, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing these right, is physically melee, or melee, whichever one I pronounce it. Rat is a support. Ymir, which is a Norse god, is a tank. So there's all these different classes, you could say, within the gods. Zeus is a mage. I think there's actually another one as well. I think there's a bruiser, I think it is. And maybe I'm just thinking that's what some of the people call them. There's different kind of classes within the game. Now, each of these gods, you start with a certain selection of gods automatically, like in any free game. Everyone has access to them. They also have this system where there's a free rotation of gods, so every so many weeks they'll put so many gods. As you can see, there's 5 at the moment, so you start with 5 basic ones and there's 5 rotated ones. So every few weeks they'll rotate them, so you can try out a lot of gods. And I like the idea. It lets everyone try out gods that they aren't actually, before they actually buy them. With the 2 ways to buy. There is, currency-wise, there is gems, which is what you get with paying for real money, so this is what you get with real money. And there is favour, which is your in-game currency. Now, you earn favour by playing games and obviously getting kills and completing certain stuff. Goodwill, I'm not actually sure what goodwill does. I think it means if you are negative and people report you, then you'll lose percentage, but if people don't report you and you do well and you play well and you work as a team, then you'll actually gain favour. I think goodwill. I think it actually influences how much favour you can get in a game, and what your ranking is, so people say, oh, he's great to play with. Another thing you can do to use gems is to buy skins. So as you can see here, under so with Cupid here, so if we select on him, you can see he's got different skins. So this is his default, and you've got your forestry and ninth, or whatever you want to call that. And you've got your little devil as well, so there's different skins you can use to unlock. Some of them you can actually pay favour for as well. But then there's some stuff which you actually have to use gems, so it's something to keep in mind. So if you don't want to be like standard like some people, you can buy a skin for your character and you can stand out and look different. There is a few features still coming. Like I said, this is open beta, so stuff you see in this game might change. There's still balancing going on and a few other bits and pieces, so do not take this video as a final product. This is just me playing around, showing you a bit of gameplay and giving you an overview of the game. Like I said, if you've played other MOBAs, you should enjoy this game. It's more or less exactly similar to it, or exactly the same. then again, saying that, I haven't played League. I haven't played any other Dota before. This is my first Dota, so not Dota. I just made a stupid mess up there. This is my first MOBA, so don't take my word for it. But I'd expect games similar. If you like FPS as you normally like most FPS games, so you know, go on the same as MOBAs. I'd expect you to like this if you like other kind of MOBAs. And it's free to play, so it's nothing to lose. It's not like you've got to pay for the game and then you're not going to like it. This is free, so just try it out anyway. There is a social side to this, so you can create parties with random people if you felt like it. You've got a friends list here. You've got a team, which I believe is a clan. I think that's the clan system. They just call it team, so don't mistake the two. Party is just a temporary thing. I think team is more of a permanent. You can block people if people annoy you. You can refer a friend. So if you refer someone, there's all these added bonuses for, you know, referring them. Again, they have to play the game. You can't just refer them and instantly get any rewards. I think they've actually got to get to level 5, 10, 20, 30 before you start receiving any benefit from it. There is a few stuff like TVs coming soon, so I believe you can watch trying to think. Competitive games, you can tune into them, and maybe some developers might do some videos as well which you can just tune into and watch. There's guides as well, so if you come down, there's basic guides. Some from it tells you obviously where they are, so some are done by high-res, some are on the website by people who played the game. There is a level up system. As you can tell, I'm level 8 here, so at the moment I'm still a novice at the game. I've played a few. I've played about 8 or 9 games, 10. Let's just go into stats here. So player stats, which is for me. Now it should load up hopefully properly. Again, beta stuff changes, stuff may not change. So let's have a look. So I've had 7 total wins, but it hasn't said how many losses I've got. I've had 7 wins and 8 losses. So you know, I've got around 50%. And I'll get into doing matches recently. I've played the different gods, tried switching across classes. So yeah, there's different games. So you got your Conquest, you got your Ranked, you got your 5v5, Arena, Domination and Joust. Now each one of these is slightly different from the other, and I'll get to them in a second. This is your store page over here. So this is where you can change your name for money. I think it's free at the moment, I believe. You can redeem a promotion. Again, just any promotions they have for free gems or whatnot. You can purchase gems as well, which I'm not going to click, so I think it opens up their page. No, I think is that it. Obviously the home page, if you click on the home button, it just takes you to telling you what the current rotation of gods is. That's the free rotation, that is. New gods and any new skins, so it's like a little overview saying, oh, this is what's new, check it out. This is Vulcan. He is a new god that's just been introduced at the moment. Can I actually select him? Now, he's a Roman god. He's a smith of the gods. There has been a bit of a complaint. Some people believe he's overpowered, some people don't. That's what happens in most games, I've got to say. He is one of the classes which has a melee plus a few ranged abilities, so a lot of people are not happy about that. But then again, it depends on the player, but I'm not going to get into it. This isn't a balance issue for me to get into. I don't like to get into it. Now what else do I need to cover? Stats, there is a stats page, like I said. You can see all your stats, view the leaderboard as well, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But I think I'm going to move into playing at the moment now. So this game is available in North America and Europe at the moment. I don't know if it's available in any other kind of area. They're the only two I know of at the moment. There is different kind of games, so you've got your practice, which is just offline mode and solo practice, so if you want to practice on your own and get to know how to use everything, you can do that. Then there's casual, which aren't ranked as to a degree. It's your competitive, which is more all ranked, and I'll get into it, but you've got different modes in Arena. So Arena mode is just either a solo or a team up to 5 players can all battle it out. And each team starts with 500 tickets. If you go match objectives here, it tells you each game lasts about around 15 minutes long. Killing enemy player deducts 5 tickets from an enemy team, and killing enemy minions deducts 1. Helping friendly minions reach the enemy port also deducts their total by 1 as well. And killing the enemy Griffin Guardian deducts 15 points from the enemy team. It gives you some other information here. You start with at level 3 with 1500 gold. Neutral camps provide buffs, but do not deduct tickets. Your team respawns together in waves. You will earn normal match rewards. So it just gives you a little overview there. Then you've got the Conquest, which I've been playing, actually, that's all I've played, which lasts about 30 minutes, depending on who you're playing with and how good the team is. The objective is you start with 3 lanes. Each side has, and each lane has 2 towers and then a phoenix. So basically the whole idea is destroy the towers. Now the towers, once destroyed, are destroyed. The phoenixes, as you think, once you kill them, they will respawn after a certain time limit. And once you actually destroy a phoenix on that lane, your own minions get a slight buff where they get flaming weapons and have stronger health and do more damage. And then basically the final bit you have to take out is the Minotaur. So you have to take out the towers, then the phoenixes, and then you could kill the Minotaur. Once you kill the Minotaur, you win the game. Woohoo! You know, there is jungle in between each of these lanes, which you can go in, which have these little camps, which can provide buffs if you kill them. Also, this is basically you can have it in solo mode, so you can go in yourself. You basically put in a team of 5 people, either random, so you can call it pubs, or you can go in as a team to 3, 4, or 5 are allowed, so you can get matched with another team of 5 people who are all playing together. Keep in mind now, I'm going to join this game because I do actually want to. Actually, I'll leave it at the moment. You got domination, which is basically several obelisks. I think it's basically 3 control points. It says down here in the objectives. You basically capture these control points, and every time you hold control point of the enemy team starts to lose points. Each team starts with 100 tickets. Prevent captures by defending the sand guardian or remaining inside the water circle. So it's basically like any other game when you play domination. That's the exact similar. Whichever team reduces tickets to 0 wins the match. It's not first to get 0, it's whoever gets the other team wins. You start with 1500 gold, you start level 3, neutral camps provide buffs but do not deduct tickets. Your team respawns together in waves, so it's more or less similar to Arena. Joust is a 1v1, so this is just one-on-one. And Monkey Business, now this bottom one always changes all the time, so this is actually different. I think you're limited to different gods you can play as. So if you go into this one, you can only play as certain gods. There is a first win for every day, which means you earn more favour for each first win you have in the day. So if you play 5 games, only your first win in that out of the 5 games is going to count. If you lose all 5, then obviously you haven't got your first win yet. But I'm going to be showing you Conquest, because that's my favourite one and I seem to enjoy it more. Options anyway, before I miss anything. I'm playing these on medium settings at the moment, but also there is high settings, but I'm not, for recording reasons, I'm not going to put it up any higher. Audio I've put down, I've put main volume down just to reduce it so you can hear me. There's different other options, you can rebind keys and do all the different bits. And I'm just going to join this game quickly. Like I said, this game's going to last about 30 minutes. Now, depending on how long this video goes along, I may split it into 2 videos, depending again how long. If it ends up being like 45 minutes, I may split it into 2 20 minutes, or I may split it into 15 minutes. I'm not sure. It really depends on... Ow, that is loud. It really depends on how I feel best to do this video. I know it's going to last about 30 minutes because most games ever do. I think I've only ever had one game which has not gone on that long. So, yeah. So, let's get into the game. So, you're automatically random up with basically 9 other people. I'm being asked to ban a god, so I'm just going to... Basically, each team can ban 1 god that they feel that they don't want to see. Someone's probably just going to put last minute and tell me which god to ban, but I think it's the highest level person in the game bans the god. He's not going to ask me, so I'm just going to end up passing this, so... Yeah, numpty. So, now the enemy team bans 1 god. Now, I like the idea of the banning of god. But, I a lot of people have been banning gods that they believe that are overpowered and don't want to be in the game. So you instantly have people who just ban gods. You ban. So I don't know if I agree with it. I agree with it in a sense. If a particular god is overpowered and people are obviously just using the player just because it's strong, but I'm going to stick with Ymir on this one because he's a good all-round defensive Norse god. Let's see what everybody else goes for. So I'm going for Ymir. I'm going to go for all the level skills, not all level items, because you have to know the game inside out. Each character before you can really, you know, before you can start really going on all the skills not level. That's for people who really know the character off by heart. There's not many different gods that, you know, it's kind of hard. If you play as one god all the time, then I guess you can get on with that, but I'm just going to go for all skills. There's actually a warning that pops up when you first start playing this game, saying that you need to get at least level 6 before that recommendation doesn't pop up, saying you should play as auto level skills and items. But yeah, so we're waiting another 40 odd minutes, not minutes, seconds, just while these pick and lock in. I've got a feeling one of these is going to play as Loki, because it seems like he's a very powerful god he can deal out a lot of damage to one specific character. So we'll see what happens anyway. We're all locked in here, so we're going to launch in a few seconds. I will say now, sorry if I am not very good at this game. It's, again, not something I've played that much, and, well, I've never really been good at MOBAs, I don't think, so it requires a lot of tactics, and, yeah, you need to play the game a lot to be good at it, which I don't. So we've got a nice sorter here. No Loki, so I'm actually surprised by that. I guess a lot of people have started not playing as them anymore, but we've got a nice selection of different gods here. I think we're actually all different. Yeah, no doubles on each team, so that's interesting enough. Oh, one thing to note, if someone picks a certain god on your team, you can't pick the exact same god, so you're limited to one particular god per side. Someone on the opposite team could pick the same god as you, but that's the only other, you know, that's the limit. You can't have 5 Lokis on a team. So here we are. So let's begin. On your top left is basically your overall team, their overall stamina and health and level, and obviously pictures of what god they are and the name. And the top corner, in the right top, you've got your, I think it's attack, magic, defense. There's a few other ones. Running speed, attack speed, magical defense, I think is another one. And just to the right of that, in the top, if I actually hover over here, which you can see, it actually highlights. So physical power, magical power, focus, physical protection, magical protection, ground speed, and attack speed. And then also you've got your items which you wear in as well. So these are all your item slots. Minimap on the right here. As again, it is 3 lanes, so you've got to basically, between your 5 players in your team, to determine what lane you're all going to run in. 2 towers, and a phoenix, and a minotaur. Again, they're the exact same. I think the lanes are more or less mirrored. So it's not going to be one of those... Oh, that side's got a better advantage. It doesn't work like that. The jungle in between, which you can use to move between lanes and try and flank your opponent and gank them. I'll try and explain stuff as I go along. What else have we got? We better get in actually. So minions have spawned, the game started, so this is where everything starts. Now, the guy in the middle is getting his ass kicked, so I'm going to see if I can help him out. Yeah, I see you. Now early game you need to... Oh, I've got someone spamming the damn bloody thing. Yeah, now I'm getting spammed because the rest are expecting wonder why I'm not in the lane. He's going to die in the centre, I believe. So he's going to watch out. I'm going to help on the left. Again, there's these camps here which you can attack, and if you kill the main boss you get a bonus. So I'm just going to jump in and help this guy out. We've got Zeus here and the Chinese god as well. Just going to hide behind. The whole idea is to kill minions and earn gold, and this helps you level up and on certain levels. So you got to keep an eye out. Bottom screen is obviously your top green bar is your health, middle the blue bar is your mana, and the skills at the bottom are 1, 2 and 3. You missed, ha ha ha. Now skills do take time to refresh. The more you level that skill up, the quicker it refreshes, and also items you have also affect. As again, my mana's running low, so there is consumables you can use, so that lets you, you know, regain your mana or your health, like health potions over time. Now I'm just trying to get my skills up as quick as possible. So I'm just watching this. Now, there is team coordination needed in this game, but you've got to be aware of... No one's actually died yet, which is more funny. Now, if you auto-target a god in this game, they will actually auto-target you. Any towers or any minions will automatically go for you, so that's something to keep in mind when you're playing this game. Plus, there's a tower range, so you can keep outside of it if you feel like. You don't have to go into it. Oh god, I'm slightly poisoned.